Hey, what's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be tuning the F80 M3 finally with boot mode. We're actually going to be doing an off-the-shelf map as well as adjusting the burbles. So sit back, relax, enjoy the video. I invite you guys to hit that thumbs up, subscribe for future content. The main goal of today's video is obviously tuning the car, but the bigger priority is getting rid of the check engine light. So you guys will see that we finally get rid of the check engine light, which is so tired of driving with that thing on. But again, thank you guys for clicking on this video. I'm super familiar with the boot mode tuning platform. For those of you guys that don't know, I had an F30 that was also very similar in spec to this F80. But yeah, I'm super happy to be back on boot mode and finally tuning the car. But let's get into this video. What is going on, guys? I am in the car now. As you guys can see, my phone is connected to the OBDII, which is also connected to an Ethernet right here, adapter, and I am connected my car. As you guys can see, the vehicle is being read right now. I'm just waiting for the guy to officially transfer over the license. I just needed to connect the car to the OBDII first before he was able to do so. So that's what we're doing now. But yeah, we are back on boot mode. I'm looking forward to getting rid of this check engine light, most importantly. But yeah, big things coming. Alright, so continuing on, I officially got my license transferred over and I added my car. You guys can see my car, my VIN is not connected right now because I unplugged it. But I went ahead and went to the OTS maps into the boot mode app. I went to the search bar up top, searched S55, obviously that's my engine, and then you are given all these maps right here for the S55. You actually have 3 free maps from boot mode, those being the M2 CS map, the M4 CS map, and then the M4 GTS map. I went ahead and added these two to my map pack because, again, that's what I'm going to be tuning today. I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing the CS or GTS tune, but I'm going to be doing one of those. And then I also added stage 2, 93 octane, which we're going to be tuning after I do the crank hub bolt capture plate, which is like $100. It's very inexpensive, but I'm going to do that for just some peace of mind. But yeah, as you guys can see here, I got my stock tune, and then I have the other 3 that I just spoke about. Very shortly, we're going to be tuning the car to get rid of the check engine light. And then we also might be adjusting some of the burbles in sport mode versus sport plus, just to play around a little bit. Personally, I like one loud pop when it comes to burbles, so I might set the same settings for both. That's just how I am now. That's how I've developed, I guess, matured a little bit. I still like burbles, but I don't, care for the crazy AK-47 noises, But I do like that one loud pop. So yeah, that's dope. I'll show you guys how to connect your phone to the OBDII as well as boot mode on your phone. It's so much easier than when I was tuning on my F30. Connecting to the laptop, sometimes it wouldn't read the OBDII, and then you would have to update the agent as well. So much easier on the phone, so much more convenient. Alright, so this is what I got off of Amazon. This is an OBDII to Ethernet cable right here. I have one actually at my house in Orlando, but since I'm in Fort Myers for the holidays, I just had one delivered over here as well. And then this is what I did not have, which is an Ethernet to iPhone adapter, as you guys can see there. Maybe if it'll focus, but yeah, this plugs into your iPhone. They also have one for Android for anyone who's using Android. This simply connects together like so, and then this goes straight into your OBDII, and that's what you're going to use to tune your car, whether it be laptop, whether it be iPhone. They also have like Wi-Fi modules that you can buy, but this is now the simplest, most easiest and effective way to tune your car. And this goes right, for those of you guys that don't know, there's an OBDII port right here, and it only goes in one way, so you can't really mess that up. Show you guys, just like that, goes in one way. Alright, so we're back in the car now. I'm going to screen record on my phone. I'm going to be plugging in the iPhone adapter Ethernet to OBDII into my phone, and then you guys will see what I'm doing on my phone exactly. If you're using iPhone, once you plug in the Ethernet, you'll be able to see this Ethernet option available in your general settings. You're going to want to click on that, click on interfaces, USB LAN, and then if you haven't done this before, if it's your first time, the configure IPv4 will be on automatic. What you want to do is click manual and then turn your phone on airplane mode. And then this section right here with the IP address and subnet mask will appear. What you're going to want to do is copy the IP address, copy it right there, and then you're going to go from automatic
to manual, which I'm already in because I've already done this before. And then what you're gonna do is manually copy and paste the IP address and subnet mask, which is the same for everyone doing this, which I've already done, because in order to transfer a boot mode license, you actually need to set this up and get your VIN number registered. So after you do that and you click save, you're gonna wanna go to where your boot mode app is, which is over here on the second page for me. And now you can turn airplane mode off. You can also turn your Wi-Fi and Bluetooth off as well. And then you're gonna open the boot mode app, which I'm already in. And as you guys can see, it says OBDII connected. And now you're gonna be able to sign in on the boot mode app. But since I already signed in, it automatically signed me in. And as you guys can see here, OBDII is connected with my VIN number. And now I can go to maps and I see all the maps that I have, or you can go to OTS maps if this is your first time and add, you know, depending on what engine you have, add the map for your vehicle. But I am gonna go to my maps, and now I'm gonna take over back on the camera. All right, so if this is your first time tuning, they do recommend that you get like a battery tender or battery charger, but I've tuned my F30 countless of times without one, so I'm going to opt to not do that today. They also recommend that you put your car, you turn off anything that drains power or drains from the battery. So you want to turn your lights in the neutral position. You also want to make sure your AC is turned off because that pulls battery as well. And then you also want to make sure your seatbelt is clicked in, because that is another requirement for tuning. So I have it buckled in behind me, and then everything appears to be good. I think for today's video, we're going to do the CS tune. And what I'm going to do is show you guys, I'm going to configure it. So in the configuration, you can adjust your burble type, whether you want OEM, GTS, competition, non-competition, or OTS. I think we're gonna do custom, because that's how I like to roll. And then as you guys can see here, there's a bunch of sliders for duration, Sport Plus. I think for duration, I'm gonna go to 0.07. For duration in Sport Plus, 0.7. Aggression, we'll turn it all the way up for now. We'll see how that sounds. This is what I had on my F30. So again, this might not be for everybody, but this should generate one loud pop instead of like multiple baby farts, I would call them. That's just my personal preference. So I'm gonna run this for now and see how I like it. The minimum speed, I want it at 0. Maximum speed, 100 miles an hour is fine. Maybe raise it up. 135, not going 135 and expecting a burble anyway. Minimum RPM, set that to 0, which is 1100. And then for max RPM, I'm probably gonna do 6500. Again, these are the same settings that I ran on my F30. For those of you guys that don't know, I had a red interior, black exterior, F30 328i that I modded very heavily. That is the custom burble settings that I'm going to run with right now, at least on this initial first round. Again, I'm going to be testing probably all week, seeing what I like. For GTS startup roar, I'm going to leave that off. For max cooling mode, I'm going to turn that off. For cold start cat heating, just going to leave that OEM, leave it alone. For cold start RPM, leave that alone. Electronic wastegate, leave that alone. T-map sensor, leave that alone. Exhaust flap in sport, I want to turn that open. Max speed limiter, turn that off. And then for catalytic monitor, which is why we're actually doing this today, we're going to turn that off, which is when you install downpipes and then you get the check engine light. CEL monitoring is what you need to turn off. And then the rest, boost by gear, percent reduction. If I start spinning in like first and second gear, I might fuck around with this, but my tires hook pretty decently, so I'm going to leave that alone for now. And then high pressure fuel pump, I'm going to leave that alone for now as well. I guess you can deactivate codes, certain codes. I've never seen this before, but that's pretty new. So now I'm going to click save changes, click confirm, and now the CS tune, if you go to configuration, it has now saved. And now you are ready to flash. So again, make sure your lights are in the neutral position, your AC is off, your seatbelt is in. And now we're going to click flash, and similar to beamer code, if anyone's, which most of you guys have used beamer code, you're going to see a bunch of lights on the dash. You're going to see a bunch of warnings, system malfunctions, but don't worry, it's just normal. I've seen that like doing it the initial time, your first flash will take a couple minutes, But every time after that, whether you're using boot mode or MHD, it takes like less than a minute or like 2 minutes. So here we go, guys. No turning back. So yeah, we're gonna click flash. It says press here to flash now. And confirm. Sign your life away. And now, here we go. I'm gonna press flash. And here we go, now we're flashing. It's gonna download the map first before it starts doing everything, which you guys just heard. It is now doing its thing. I don't want to bore you guys, so I'll catch up with you guys once it's done. I'll tell you guys exactly how long it took. I won't sugarcoat anything, but so far it's at 1%, and it is, so far it's at 2%, 3%, so it's going slowly, but I'll catch up with you guys when it's done. All right, that took a total of 5 minutes. I would say even less. And as you guys can see, it says downloaded and then the last flash. So now we're gonna go start the car up, go for a cruise around the neighborhood, and then we're also gonna see if the check engine light goes away. All right, we just got back from a couple test and tune runs. The car is again flashed with the CS map. I also did the GTS transmission flash, and then I also adjusted the burbles a little bit. I really am going for that one loud pop like I mentioned a little earlier. So what I did was I turned the aggression up to 12, put the duration at 0.7. That still was too long for me, so I went down to 0.5. That was still too long for me. And so right now, where the settings are at right now is in Sport Plus, I think it's 0.1 duration, which is the lowest you can go. And then in Sport mode, it's 0.3. And that to me sounds the best. That's the best setup I can get at this moment. So I'm pretty happy with that. I will definitely go for another test drive with you guys in the car, so you guys can hear it and see if you guys notice any changes. I personally can't tell right now between the CS tune, the downpipes, and the GTS transmission flash if I feel a real difference with the shifts or the power. Altogether, it kind of just feels faster, more smooth. The shifts are still fast. I mean, the DCT shifts were fast anyway, but I'll definitely take you guys for a ride. All right, what's going on, guys? We are back in the car. Gonna go try and drive around and get a test for you guys. My seat restraint warning light is on right now because I need to get another module for the seat. So that's why that light is on. But as you guys can see, we have no check engine light, which is huge. But yeah, I'm letting the car warm up right now. And then I'll try my best to hold the camera for you guys to see and hear. Gonna go cruise around, show you guys the difference between Sport and Sport Plus. There's a lot of traffic right now because so many people are shopping for Christmas presents last minute. But yeah, I'll do the best that I can. Alright, sorry if that was hard to hear with any wind noise or anything. It's kind of hard to hold this giant camera. I don't have a wide angle lens yet, which I need to get. Driving this so far with the tune and the burble sounds amazing. I absolutely love it. I can definitely feel on the butt, I know it definitely feels faster. I just don't know how much faster. But honestly, I'm super happy with the CS tune and the GTS transmission flash. It does make a world of a difference. Again, as you guys can see, the main concern was there's no more check engine light. So that's huge. Super happy. Your boy's officially tuned now. Let's go. I may turn the burbles down, the aggression, to like maybe 7 or 8. And then maybe adjust the RPM as well as the max speed. Because right now it kind of burbles every time, like every time you let off a gas. Maybe in Sport mode, I'll turn it off, or Sport Plus, I'll turn it off, and then Sport, I'll have it on. Sometimes you just want to drive and hear no burbles, you just want to hear the exhaust. So I might just do that. But yeah, I'll let you guys know if I do. All right, let me give you guys some idle revs right now. This is Sport Plus. So again, the duration is at 0 and the aggression is also at 0. So let's hear it. That sounds freaking good. And now here is Sport mode with the duration at 0.2 and the aggression at 7. I may turn the aggression up a little bit because driving it kind of sounds pretty weak, but here we go. Sounds hella good. Both of them sound hella good at idle rev, but I might adjust the aggression right now and then I'll check in with you guys after that. You can literally tune your car anywhere. I'm in a parking lot right now and I just made a revision to the aggression and it took probably 2 minutes. Again, you're gonna get all these warning lights and whatnot, but 2 minutes, it's finishing up, and then it's gonna clear all the codes, and then you wait 5 seconds and turn it on again. I mean, like just like that, anybody can be a tuner. So now we are just in sport mode by itself, and so this is gonna be a little higher aggression, but we're gonna keep the duration at 0.2. That's perfect. One loud pop. I'm gonna probably head home because I'm gonna get kicked out or the cops are gonna get called on me. So I'll catch up with you guys tomorrow. What's up, vlog fam? As my fiance would say, we are back in the car. It is a couple days or couple weeks later. I just wanted to give you guys an update with how the off-the-shelf CS tune is going. Car has been driving fine, no check engine light. I love the tune because obviously no check engine light, that's the biggest thing. But when it comes to power, drivability, driving it as a daily, the car still feels the same, still feels normal. The power level is just right, nothing turned up too much. But like I've said before, I can definitely feel the power difference with the downpipe and the CS tune. Just from the butt dyno, the car definitely feels a little bit quicker, a little bit more peppier, I guess, when you get on it. So, I mean, I've been enjoying the car as it is with the downpipe and the off-the-shelf CS tune. And like I said before in the beginning of this video, I plan on going stage 2 after I get the crank hub bolt capture plate done. But I'm in no rush to do that right now. I actually have a couple other things lined up that I'm going to be getting done. So I'll give you guys a couple of updates a little later. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys another in-depth review. The tune itself has been great and no problems with boot mode. Tuning with the phone has honestly been so easy and so convenient. I've literally tuned in like McDonald's parking lots, Best Buy parking lots. It's so convenient. For those of you guys that noticed, your boy does not have his carbon wheel anymore. I actually sold it to a guy on Instagram, my boy Glenn, who's now a homie now. I'll put his Instagram on the screen now. Make sure you guys give him a follow. But yeah, I got rid of the carbon wheel because of personal preference. The blue stripe on top did not match perfectly with the theme that I have going on right here, and to me it bothered me. Even though it was blue, it still looked badass. Carbon was amazing. We ceramic coated it with Danny. The suede / Alcantara felt amazing as well on the sides, but that blue stripe that did not match just kept bothering me. And I know I only had the wheel for like a month, but we'll get something else to replace that. But in the meantime, I am rocking the OEM wheel without the Amazon wrap, and I actually freaking love it. Feeling is great. The steering wheel alignment actually feels better, and actually it feels better with the wrap off as well. I don't know if that's just in my head. But this weekend, we're actually gonna get an alignment done at Dynasty. I'm gonna be super cautious because my boy Jonathan actually got his wheels damaged last time he went there. They're the only people that I really trust right now, so we'll see. Right now, my steering wheel alignment is pretty straight, but I don't know if you guys can tell on camera. It's tilted a little bit to the right, a little cockeyed. So it sits at like the, I would say like 1203 position. And when you're driving on the highway, it's really annoying like right now. So that's something that I've been wanting to get fixed for a long time. If you guys are a long time subscriber, you guys will know that I've had this problem since I've had this car. And I've had a couple different alignments at a couple different shops, and no one seems to be able to fix it for me. So this time around, I'm gonna go to Dynasty, tell them my situation, maybe ask them if I can sit in the car. Hopefully that'll resolve everything. Go for a test drive myself and not let anybody else do a test drive and tell me it's straight. But yeah, I'll definitely take you guys along for the ride for that. And then after my alignment, give you guys some more news. We are actually going to be dropping off my car at Olympus wheel repair. Just to give you guys a little hint, we are dropping off my car to get my HREs sandblasted and clear coated finally. I have been hinting / mentioning that for a couple months now, but I'm finally going through with it, and we're gonna be dropping off the car this weekend, so probably won't have the car for another week or two. But yeah, stay tuned for that video. You're not gonna want to miss out.
Alright, that's gonna wrap it up for this week's video. I hope you guys enjoyed tuning the car, playing around with the burbles. I'm definitely gonna be making another POV driving video or POV driving clip video, so you guys can hear the exhaust with the new downpipe, the tune, the burble settings, everything like that. Definitely gonna be making another video about that, as well as more exhaust note videos with my new setup. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below about the tune, the burbles, everything. We definitely have some more videos planned, so stay tuned for that. You're not gonna wanna miss out. As I said a little bit earlier, I'm gonna be dropping the car off to get the wheels clear coated this weekend, so I'm super happy about that. Again, this is the last look you'll probably see of the raw finish, and we're also getting an alignment like I mentioned earlier, so hopefully everything gets sorted out within like a week or two. I'll keep you guys updated on Instagram. Can't wait to get these clear coated. Outro, anybody? But yeah, we'll catch you on the next one, guys. Take care. Peace.